What's going on, folks? Rob with Oddball ORV. So I'm back in the shop here and getting ready for Dune Fest up at Winchester Bay, Oregon, and kind of wrapping up a few little projects to get ready to go. One of the things I'm working on here is, of course, this little fun job. That's probably going to be the next video. I still have to do this side over here, so stay tuned for that. But right now, one of the things I got to do is I actually got to change out the gauges. So if you've ever seen my machine, you'll see I have this this gauge here, or this dashpot, right? So I have all sorts of fun goodies here and everything. And over here I got a fuel gauge. This is my tachometer. Of course, this is my speed. This is my EGT, and this is my water temperature for my water-cooled head. And it's actually it's been really cool. It's great to have all this. If this is something that you're interested in, you can check out at oddballorv.com. We have them available for sale. Oh, and of course here I have an hour meter, which I kind of actually added after the fact. Now, the problem with this is that I didn't realize this. I should have thought about this, but all my gauges are black, and it looks really good here in the shop. You know, it looks crystal clear and everything, but when you're driving along and you're out in the sun, I can't see nothing, so I might as well not even have any of this stuff on. All right, so I called up Glow Shift. These are old Glow Shift gauges, and I'm like, hey, can I just buy the gauges without buying all the hardware and everything to go with it? And they said, yeah, sure, not a problem. So with that, we have some nice fancy new white gauges. See it? There we go. Right side up there. So my project here is going to be to pull the dash apart and swap these gauges in one by one. So probably not going to be too much going on here. Just probably follow the music. I might even speed this video up because I don't make it too long. But you can't actually, I'll show you guys the wiring and everything behind this gauge once I get it flipped up, because it is a bit of a rat's mess. It took me some time to put it all together. So anyways, stay tuned, watch the video, and enjoy. All right, so the first thing that I got to do in order to swap out these gauges is I got to remove these lights. Now the kit doesn't actually come with the lights. I added these afterwards because there are some convenient mounting bolts that the kit gives you with the mounting bracket and everything. So these are just some 14mm bolts, and just have to reach under. This is a bit of a pain. I've already kind of loosened these just a little bit off camera just to make it easier. You gotta reach underneath and unthread these. Okay, and I have a couple of washers and nuts and everything like that. So I'm gonna just stick those down there and pull that out. As you can see, here's the beauty behind all this. And there's a lot going on here. I will confess, this took me a couple of days to get it all wired up. It is a little overwhelming at first, but you know, you just start, you know, doing a little piece at a time, and eventually you get there. So, you know, I got basically a power block over here, and one of these switches on the other side. You activate that, and that gives power to everything else, and so on and so forth. One of the things that I really like about the Glow Shift gauges is these are actually easily removable. See, I can unplug them, and I'm going to be able to pop this gauge out and swap in the next one. And I had other types of gauges in here. They're just cheapy knockoffs, and they were actually, you know, basically hardwired in, and so you couldn't do that. And so I'm pretty happy that I'm just gonna be able to pop these things out, go through one by one. So I'm gonna set the camera up on a little tripod, and you'll just watch me do that as I go, and then we'll get this thing buttoned back up and done. All right, so the first gauge I'm gonna be swapping out here is my fuel gauge. So this is just an 8mm nut on the back. So we're gonna undo that. Stick that there. Pull that. Unplug it. A little tab here. There we go. Pull it out. There's my gauge. And here's my replacement. So I have these studs. I gotta replace the studs here. So I'm gonna naturally. All right. That guy goes there. Let's see if I can find that one. All right, it's back. Okay. All we're gonna do is just tighten that little nub on there, or the post. We're gonna stick. We also want to keep the little cover. So I'll pop that off. And then we're gonna stick that through. So here, I think it's gonna go like that. Ooh, pretty. Okay. Now, one of these things about these gauges is that you can't tighten these nuts too tight. I was really worried I'd probably Loctite it or something like that after I knew that I wasn't ever gonna have to take them off. But I think that should be good. All right, that's it. So let's move on to the next one. The next one is gonna be our it's our RPM. So we're just gonna undo it, just like that. So here's all of our gauges, nice and white now. Flip them on, everything looks like it's working. That one's set to green. There we go. All right, now I should be able to see that out in the sun a whole lot better than I did before. So anyways, it was kind of just a quick little video. I'm not really showing you how to do much. You did get to see the wiring on the gauge. You know, of course, all the wiring is going to be custom to whatever application you do and how you set up and everything. But I thought it'd just be a little kind of a neat behind the scenes to look underneath the dash there, see all the metal wires and stuff. Again, this is a kit. We do have these if you want it. I think it's a fantastic addition. What we sell is just the metal plate here. This is all laser cut out, professionally bent on a professional brake press and everything. Made out of 16 gauge stainless steel. It's not going to rust or anything like that. You don't get the lights or the gauges or switches and stuff. Those are all things that you have to buy for your personal setup. But you get basically the metal plate and it all laser cut out and ready. And there's of course two mounting brackets that go on the sides here and over there. So all right, with that, I'm gonna leave it here. This is the last video of tonight. Tomorrow we're gonna get into setting up the second video, or the second wheel of our disc brake. So Rob with Oddball RV, and we'll catch you guys in the next clip.